Hey guys, welcome back to Little Grip Garage. This here is my dad's four-wheeler, and this thing is very beat up. So recently I made a video rebuilding my dad's four-wheeler, which is the one in the background. But since then, I have acquired that four-wheeler, and now that four-wheeler is now mine. So he obviously had to get himself a four-wheeler for like a little farm rig. So he ended up picking this Polaris 550 all-wheel drive four-wheeler, and then we ended up creek riding them. Mine has a snorkel and mud tires, so I'm able to go into the water and mud and stuff. And his is pretty tall to where we can also take this thing into water. But basically what ended up happening is he rolled it into the creek. Obviously he was okay, but the four-wheeler is not. The bumpers are bent, the paint is ripped off of it, the plastics are scratched and destroyed, the headlight is shattered, well, cracked, and has dirt covered in it. That headlight is falling out. Our throttle snapped off, our bars are bent, and it just overall needs a lot more work. And then I figured if I'm gonna be doing all this work on this four-wheeler, why not throw on some mud tires? So we picked up some Mud Light off-road tires, and we're gonna be using this thing a lot about the farm, so we didn't wanna go crazy with the tires because we didn't wanna get massive paddle tires and make it hard to drive around if we're just trying to get to the farm or something. So there's some like medium tread farm mud tires. We also picked up a Polaris cargo box so that we can put some tools in there, an air pump, a jump box if we need it around the property. And then I picked up some LED light bulbs because this thing has the old school yellow dim lights and we don't really want those anymore. So we're going to change all the light bulbs with some LED bright lights. And then obviously, of course, we have a wheel installation lug nut kit. And then also, as you guys can see, we have lights finally in my shed. So we're gonna be doing this inside my shed. But I think we're gonna get right into it. I also have a billet aluminum throttle paddle thingy for this ripped up, broken snap throttle. So we're gonna install that first, make sure that fits, because if that doesn't, I need to order one of those. But let's get right into it building this four-wheeler. So like I said, that throttle snapped off. So here we have a brand new billet machined throttle paddle thingy with an extra screw, of course. So let's pop off the cap to this throttle and get this thing installed. Oh wow, it's full of water too. All right, now we're gonna take off this screw and we should be able to just slide our throttle thing off of it. Just like that. Now we're just gonna slide this right in here. There we go. We have a working throttle, and it also looks very nice. Look at that. It's really nice, but now we have to fix the bars because look at the angle that's at. The throttle is not supposed to be all the way down here. So we need to take off this cover somehow and straighten out the bars. I found this little tool in the back compartment of this four-wheeler because I was wondering what these weird star-shaped screws were, but they do have a tool for it. So I think all I have to do is use these to pop off this cover. All right, look at this thing now, completely tore down. We have the top case taken off. There's just a few bolts and one plug. The bottom case unplugged. A few wires disconnected, not much. And now we have these things completely torqued down and realigned. And as you can see, all of our buttons are straight up now. Throttle's straight up, and these buttons are straight up. So now that we have all those tightened back down, we can slide our base back on, plug everything back in, and then put the top back on, put the headlight back in, and we should be good to go. Like I brought up earlier, I bought these brand new LED lights for these things. It's just these bulbs that'll be way brighter. But before we install them, and before we put this cap on, because we need to get to that bulb, we're we're gonna fire this thing up and see what these lights look like stock. All right, this is what the lights look like stock. As you can see, the right one doesn't even work because it's not even hooked up. But these things are like the yellow dim ones. Now I'm gonna take this cage back off, throw in our new bulb, and then throw in the bulbs on these headlights as well as mounting this one fully. This is actually gonna be really easy. We're gonna pop this off, unclip this plug, and then we're gonna pop this to the side, pull this out, and then, oh, that's hot. And then it looks like, it's really hot actually. Might be burnt out or something. Just like that, we're gonna pop this one off. Old versus new comparison here, old one, new one. And then we're literally just gonna make sure that these things line up. Click it in just like that, and then just re-enter it. This headlight also broke on this side, the mount, when it flipped because it crushed on this side. So this mount is also snapped off. But now we got this headlight bulb replaced. I'm not even gonna bother showing replacing the bulbs on these ones because it's the same exact thing except I have to get in here and I can't really get the camera in there. So I'm gonna replace this bulb and then fix the other headlight and replace that bulb as well. So I got this new bulb in, but I am concerned about this one. I fixed the headlight, it was just popped out, but this thing was hanging down here. The bulb on it is shattered or it's popped on the inside. And our clip is like, this isn't connected fully. So I'm worried that this might not work, but we're still gonna put a new bulb in and check. All right, we got that one mounted up as well. Let's turn the key on this thing and see if this thing's work. All right, moment of truth. Ignition. Oh yeah. And this one works. Look at that, guys. Huge difference. This might be one of the cheapest, best upgrades you can do for your four-wheeler. This is like 20 bucks off of Amazon. Again, here's a before and here's an after. Looks way better. Now that we got all the lights working, we're gonna put the top dome back on this thing and get that screwed in and mounted. All right, we're gonna do the same thing but reversed. So plug this in. Make sure you hear that click. We're gonna make sure that this fits and is aligned properly. Kind of have to mess with that as I screw it in. You want to be really careful to not over tighten these because these things only screw into the plastic. So once you strip these things, there's not really just repairing it or anything or re-tapping it. Now that we have the entire dome complete, we have the bars re-straightened, I re-leveled the throttle, and we have the new throttle slide installed. We're going to go test this thing out in the field. We're going to do a little bit of drifting and a few donuts. We're going to make sure that this is set correctly and engaging properly. We're gonna make sure the lights still work. And then, like I mentioned, we have a full brand new exhaust muffler for this thing. That's the old one, that massive, ugly tube thing. So we're gonna take this thing out to the field, see what it sounds like stock, whipping some donuts, and then we're gonna swap out for the new muffler, and then we're gonna go test it again and see how much better it sounds. All right, we just made it out to the field. It just rained like crazy, so it's gonna be really slick and easy to drift. But we're gonna see how this exhaust sounds. So far our throttle is working amazing. But let's see how this thing slides. Yeah, let's not tell Dad about that one. All right, this thing slides around and honestly sounds awful. So we're gonna go bring this thing back into the shed, throw on the new muffler, and then we're gonna come back out here and see how it sounds. Well, we got this thing back inside. I also have a new muffler here. We're gonna open it up. One thing I did not think of, it probably wasn't smart to go make our exhaust muffler 1,000 degrees before we changed it. But it's probably gonna be all right. This is the new one. It looks amazing. I just really hope that it fits. It said that it will, but every single company lies about that basically. So we're just gonna like look at them both and make sure that we're not wasting time taking them apart and see if it will actually fit. And then if it looks like it should, then we're gonna start tearing this thing apart. All right, it's looking like it will fit. So I think we're gonna start tearing this old muffler off and see if we can get this new one mounted. So this exhaust actually does not fit basically at all. The only thing I could get to line up were those two springs going to the header and these two springs on the bottom. And as you can see, these hangers up top do not line up or fit. But it sounds amazing with this exhaust. So I think what I'm gonna do is there's that little centerpiece that lines up with that rubber stopper. I'm gonna drill that out with a drill and a puncher. And then I'm gonna put this bolt through there and mount this thing because it's somewhat mounted. Like it's somewhat sturdy, but if we can get this bolt in there tightened and torqued all the way down, then this exhaust would be actually mounted and working way better. After no joke of probably an hour and a half of drilling, we finally got the MBRP exhaust muffler mounted. We got those springs connected and the gasket, the bottom springs. And then because those hangers up top did not fit, I drilled out that hole and screwed that in. It's really hot right now, so I can't wiggle it, but it is solid and mounted in there. And it sounds, it's not obnoxious, but it sounds great. There is a baffle delete kit it came with, but I don't really want to do that. I want to keep it nice sounding. But it sounds awesome. So we're gonna go take this thing to the field and slide it around and see how it sounds. All right, this thing is sliding and it's looking way better. But let's see how this thing sounds with its burnouts. Again, let's not tell Dad about that. But this thing sounds way better. I like that it's still quiet, but it's quiet and sounds amazing. But now I say we take this thing into the shop and we throw on some brand new shoes for this thing, some tires and wheels, and then we'll see how it performs. Obviously, I'm not gonna try to do donuts with some grippy tires on. That's basically just a solution on how to flip. And obviously, we don't wanna do that again on this four-wheeler. So that's why I'm sliding it around so much as is, because we're not gonna be able to do this once we have the new tires on. Which is also why I did the exhaust first. But now let's get this thing into the shed. We're gonna throw on the tires and wheels, the new cargo box, and then go show my dad. All right, we got this thing up in the air. I finally found my impact. Been looking for this thing forever. We're gonna take off these tires and we'll throw on the new ones. All right, front lift's coming off first. All right, there we go. I'm gonna go set this thing outside. Wow, this thing's got disc brakes. Forgot that our winch cable's broken. We gotta tie that up somewhere and just, you know. Wow, these things are gonna look amazing on this four-wheeler. Oh my. That's gonna look so good. First thing we're gonna do though is take off the other front wheel too. Now would be a good time to open up these things. Lugs that came with the four-wheeler. And a tool. And we got spare valve stems. Oh wait, do they have? Oh yeah, they do. I'm gonna throw these in the back compartment of this four-wheeler. Some spare valve stems. Alright, all of the tires and wheels are installed. It looks absolutely amazing. Now we're gonna go in with our cargo box. This is what my dad requested because obviously he's hauling a lot of junk around, a lot. This thing is from Polaris directly, so I'm not worried about it not fitting. I'm not even gonna use the instructions. It seems insanely easy. There's these holes right here on the racks, and there's this plunger. And when you pull it on the inside, it squishes it, so it'll hold it into there. So it comes with these little plunger things. I'm gonna install them into all the holes that we need to, and then we'll just get this thing mounted and clamped down, and we should be ready to go show my dad this thing. So I didn't bother filming installing the cargo box, but this thing looks so good. The big tires, this was definitely the biggest we possibly could have went. Can barely fit my hand between there. But they look so nice. It rides really cool and smooth. The headlights look amazing, obviously, and especially when they're on, they look really good. And then the cargo box is completely mounted. I mean, it pushes the whole four-wheeler, and we have so much room for stuff back here. I already have my torque set back here, my dad's drill, and then to take off this cargo box, you literally unclip these pins, and that's all you have to do. So me and my dad are gonna go creek riding. I'm gonna take my 350, it's snorkeled and stuff. But first, I have to torque down these wheels to spec, just in case with how big these wheels are and with what we're gonna be doing. We wanna make sure we don't bend anything or obviously a wheel falls off. So we're gonna bring out the torque set. I use this on some of the motors that I build. But we're probably just gonna do 10 foot-pounds of torque. That's probably plenty. But yeah, let's get these things torqued down and then we're gonna go hit the creek. All right, this is what I'm taking. 2001 Honda Rancher 350 electric shift program with Kendas, 14-inch Kenda paddles, and actual watertight snorkel. I have the vent lines and everything ran up here. Charging the battery because old four-wheeler issues. The stator, of course, doesn't work. And then obviously my dad's taking his four-wheeler that we just built. But I'm gonna put a GoPro on my chest and we're gonna go hit some puddles. Oh wow, he's just burning rubber. All right, here we go. This is a deep spot. Oh my gosh. Oh, his exhaust is almost under. Gonna send it. Oh, I was accidentally in second. That could have been bad. I was in the wrong gear and I was gonna stop. Oh, my screen shut off too. This is not good. That thing sounds so good though. Oh, it's deep. Randomly mine, so I gotta stay on the brake and the gas right before I go in the water. Alright, pull the boards are under. Keep in mind, his four-wheeler is way... Oh no! Kill it! Kill it! That's your motor! That's your motor! Those aren't your tires! That blue smoke is your motor. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I was just gonna say, motor's smoking blue, but when it flips, the oil got in the air filter, so it's just burning that off. Keep in mind, his four-wheeler is way taller and wider than mine, so everything that looks deep on his four-wheeler is insanely deep for me. This is where he flips, right there, in that deep puddle. Dropping back into the creek. Oh shoot! Going up that little ledge right there, and he just crawled right up it. Alright, now we're going in this mode because this area is very tippy. I want to keep my weight down. Oh, I'm sliding. Oh my gosh! You good? Oh, that's a hole.
Talking about?
Yeah, that's a deep hole. Oh my gosh. Watch how this right wheel's gonna drop. Oh, not all the way. Oh. Make sure I'm in first gear. Oh my gosh. Way better than last time. I lost him.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's fun. Good job, buddy.
Thanks.
Way better.
Yeah.
It has like 360 lawnmower tires on it before.
Yeah, basically.
Remember it was like lugs or something?
Yeah.
Much better. Now we got to fix the winch. I wonder if we can get a tune for this.
Probably. It's got a, what is it called? ESC? ECU?
Yeah. We also have to figure out the on-demand all-wheel drive, because I don't know how that works.
That just means, like, right on demand, you can have all-wheel drive.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I thought it was like if it slips, it like traction control. Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Alright.
I'll go pressure wash them.
Fun machine. Thanks again, buddy.
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to get back to the shebang.
Alright. Our air filter fell off, but there's not a single drop of water. And we had water probably up to here at some points. I wish the camera could show how deep some of these holes really are. Again, my dad's four-wheeler is way taller than mine, and his was going up to the wheels. So I was really trying to get through all that. But now I think we're going to go pressure wash these things and then park them. These things are just through a lot, and they smell really hot. I'm filming on my phone because my camera's dead. This just blew up. It started for like half a second after like 20 minutes of pulling it, rolling blue and white smoke. And now, it is so hard to pull over, and it barely spins. Like, oh yeah, that's great. I guess we're not washing the four-wheelers. Well, the inside I can see is insanely rusted. The end of the plug is rusted. And look at this, the plug is out. It is still, like, I can barely pull it. I think that's the end of this thing. Oh, it's great. No joke, this is my first time seeing the sun in days. It's finally sunny out. But our pressure washer is now hydro locked, so I'm gonna spend the next 30 minutes fixing this thing and washing these bikes. I call them bikes, but obviously I mean the four-wheelers. I just wanted to say a huge thanks to you guys for watching, and I want you guys to all comment down below what you guys want to see me do with this four-wheeler, that four-wheeler, or if you want to see a versus challenge, Polaris versus Honda, or if you want to see a video like that. But I really appreciate all of you guys watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment down below any video ideas or anything you want to see on this channel. And I'll see you guys next time.